Back to school is a time when adults and kids usually feel a little nervous, but this year we're all feeling the anxiety of not knowing exactly what back to school looks like. And whether your child is returning to school, doing virtual learning, or a hybrid of the two, it's safe to say we've never done back to school like this before. Today I'd like to tell you about some strategies that create a nurturing environment for kids returning to school. I'm going to focus on reliable and consistent routines and tools that are supportive and encouraging. These strategies will help our kids block out distractions, limit problematic behaviors, be adaptable, and really reinforce the things that they're doing well. Establishing routine is always important, but this year it'll be more critical than ever. Whether kids are learning in the classroom or at home, creating routines around learning will help us have much needed structure and boundaries. Kids will need a dedicated time to work and a dedicated time when school's not happening. We might need to create a shared vision about sharing space and resources. If they're going to do work that requires an adult to help, when are we going to do that? We might have to budget time for adult support. Even though we might be at home, we need routine to give structure to our school day. Establish routines around the time of day when you plan to do dedicated schoolwork. Screen time can be hard on our brains, so schedule frequent brain breaks. Develop healthy routines around eating. Scheduling meals and snacks will keep us from mindlessly eating all day. And be an everyday observer. Watch for those times of day or subject areas that cause conflict or escalation, and create a shared vision for those specific activities to make them go better. Reliable and consistent routines help our kids know what to expect, but also the routine will cue us to praise and reinforce behavior. We can anticipate what they'll do well, and I'll be watching for opportunities to give praise. This year, parents and caregivers will be wearing a lot of hats. On top of the normal roles of parent, caregiver, employee, we're taking on some of the roles that are typically provided by the school. Because we'll have so many responsibilities to juggle, we're going to feel more stress and anxiety. And for this reason, we need to be intentional about making time for emotional deposits with our kids, or it might not be a priority. In a typical year, there are a lot of adults who interact with our children and make emotional deposits for them. Teachers, coaches, volunteers, other parents. This year, those people might not be able to do that work for us, so we need to seek out opportunities to engage with our children. And budget time for your child to safely engage with adults with FaceTime, socially distant visits, or elbow bumps and air hugs. Back in March, we were thrown into this situation without a chance to prepare, but now we have some time to plan for the coming year. We survived the spring, but we want to thrive this fall. We didn't sign up for these roles, but we can do this. PAX Tools are common sense strategies. These ideas aren't difficult, but it does take planning to put them into practice. Remember, adults need routine as much as kids do. If we plan with PAX Tools strategies, we'll increase the peace, productivity, health, and happiness not only for our kids, but for ourselves too. Find out more at paxtools.org.